Okay, Glennies, here you are. I am standing in the driveway. Shed is to my left, house is just behind me. Can barely see my neighbor's driveway going up. And with the sun coming right at us, it'll be tough to see his house. And if you zoom in over here, you can see the property flag just on the edge of the hill there to the right of the Y tree. And if you walk over here, you can see the other one just over there, and they go at that angle all the way up to the top. All the way up, even to that Doug fir way up there, yonder. Listen to me. So, here's the shed, incomplete until I get everything going with the house, and that's all squared away, but it's protected for the time being. The much needed fencing goes up, and my leach field is way up there too. And here's the side of the house. Obviously we're all barricaded in. This is my septic controller, and underneath the green box is the big concrete tank where everything goes, and then it gets pumped out by these 3 different pumps and goes through the filter system and up to the leach field up there, and that's that. And then all the way up that hill, as far as you can see, all those trees. I still haven't hiked my ass up there. Here's my deck that I had to put rails onto with no more than 4 inches in between them so that a child can't fall off, because it's 35 inches off the ground. At 30 inches, apparently a child is perfectly safe and will have no danger of falling, so I didn't have to do that if it was 30 inches. They also tell me that because I have more than a 4-inch gap between my stair treads, that I need to block off my stairs so that a kid can't crawl through there. Hi, Abby. And I don't want to stop dirt and shit from getting through there, so I just put these boards in to close the gap. That better fucking work. I still have to put a handrail up because this is not considered a handrail. A handrail has to be smaller for a little old lady, so I gotta apply one right there. So, there you go, across. You can barely see the old lady across the street, who I don't really see her here because I got trees. And the leaves on the trees, I'll see even less. There's my $800 meter box. There's my future 200 amp service. And go down the driveway like so. Alright, you can see that piece of wood down there with the brick on it. That's my cistern well, spring, whatever you want to call it. I need to pump it out and try and encourage it to fill more fluently. And when you pull in the driveway, just on the other side of that berm, my driveway will take a left and go all the way over across the hill and around. And 1,400 feet later, we will arrive up there. See that big, sorry, that's my finger. The big Doug fir up there between the trees. That's where we will end up eventually for our home site. It's a good 400 feet up there, 400 feet up there. Here is the curiously blank wall. Sharon's bedroom is back here, and it's very dark. One window, even a fixed one, would have made sense, but here's her back bedroom, 2 windows and the back door off the kitchen, the back deck, the heat pump, and the fencing that we of course need. And that giant tree back there is what's blocking satellite. So, no satellite TV for you. So, I need a little more gravel up here. I got some mud issues, but that's not uncommon around here. You get mud and shit, you throw fucking gravel at it, apparently. And I've got a lot of it up here. I can't even imagine. There's got to be a foot of gravel under my feet right now. So there's my first deck, nearly completed. burning up all my packing cardboard. All the shit that I packed arrived alive. This is the remnants of my crate that I built with the wheels on it that I had all my framed art packed in. That's my ATV under there. Obviously, the bike is here and secure in the shed. You know, I got 2 layers of green tarp on the roof because I don't want anything to happen, because back there in that corner is my all the stuff that pumps my well way down on the floor. You can't really see it behind that board. That thing down there in the left corner, that's the pump itself. So I got one pump down at the wellhead that brings everything up here. Let me give you another quick look at the shed. My saws and my bullshit. You know, I'm kind of anal, so I got everything kind of hung up until I get organized a little more, but still. So then now here's the tank. So everything gets pumped from the wellhead up to this tank, and there's floats in the tank and tell it when to shut off because it's got enough, and then the pump inside the shed pumps the water from the tank into the house when you need it. So whenever you turn a faucet on inside the house, the pump comes on and it runs until the faucet shuts off. Here's the mess that I got back here with wood. It looks like a junkyard right now because I can't sort through any of that because I got to deal with that. This fucking giant ass oak. This is the part that fell last year. No big deal. I don't care. Fuck it. But this, I got to deal with because I want deer to be able to walk through here, since she put a fence up that prevents them from walking through their old path. Plus, I don't want all this shit back here. I don't need this fucking mess. I got to get rid of this shit. You know? It's everywhere. I just went and got 2 blades sharpened because I already killed one cutting up this. Once I get the tree out of here, then I can sort through all this fucking garbage and figure out what's going to be worth keeping and what ain't, and get it reorganized. And I got a bunch of lumber and a year-old utility trailer. I probably noticed as we were walking back there that I got to deal with, and I need somewhere to put it. And the only place to really put it is somewhere off around the shed. So I got to get the shed done. But I can't finish the fucking shed because I got to get this shit done for the house. So the electrical inspector came to inspect my septic, and I had to put some silicone inside some conduit in this control box, and then I had to replace a wire nut down on that pump. You can see the old one right there. Special wire nuts, silicone inside them. They seal and are waterproof when you put them on, and they are not reusable. Fix those 2 problems. He came back today, passed me, no problem. That's done. There's Sharon's much needed thermometer, because we all need a fucking thermometer. It's 50 in the shade, 60 in the sun. Okay? You're not going outside. You don't need a fucking thermometer. This is some of the crap we still have to deal with. Totes on the left are worthwhile. Totes on the right are the crappy Sterilite shit that she never should have bought and was told not to, but she did anyway. This is my abortion of a fucking secondary panel. This box handles all the wiring for what goes to the pump and the tank at the shed. And that's the 2-inch conduit for it. This brings in from the street at the wellhead. So this is bringing power in over to that from the wellhead. This is a secondary panel which has all the breakers in it for the house and the pump and all that shit. This is the conduit that goes to my septic system that I had to bury deeper and put support blocks here and over there at the post there between them so that they would support the conduit. This is my 50 amp RV outlet for when the camper gets here. So yeah, it's been fun. All the skirting's up. The guy did a really nice job. They almost gave me shit because there's a little drain pipe for the water heater which has a drip pan, and that drains out here. but because it didn't extend past the house, he didn't cut a hole for it. And since I'm on a full slab foundation, she actually let it go. She's like, the amount of water that's going to come out without you noticing is going to be so insignificant that you got a full foundation. Nothing's going to erode under the house. You're fine. So that stays. No problem, they let me go. This is the heat pump unit, and these had to have locking caps so that nobody could come huff my refrigerant, despite the fact that I told them I have a 45 automatic that will take care of that problem. Plus, I'm so fucking far out of the city limits, ain't no huffers coming out here. The only outside outlet. Kind of crazy. So, this is the small deck that I had to build, and this extension over here where the wood comes out past. I'm going to put her grill out here and fence around it. For now, I'm putting the fence here, the railings here, so I can get through inspection. But then I'm going to carry them out to the end, and I'll come out and around, and I'll have her grill sitting in this cutout. As you can see, I've got fencing, field fencing underneath here to prevent her dogs from getting past the staircase. I have slyly reused the temporary stairs that they gave us for the front of the house, and I'm hoping I can put railings on these and get away with it. I'm going to try anyway. You know, last guy, she didn't even come over to this side. She looked at it from the back, said, oh, you need railings. Okay, cool, I'll put them on. Now we're back to the side of the house again. See the shed over yonder. Sun's not very helpful for that, is it? But it really gets some nice sun in the afternoon. Of course, it's going to shine through the windows in the living room that are going to put glare on her fucking TV, which means she'll close the curtains that she doesn't think she needs. And she'll never open them. Because at night you don't want the guy next door to be able to see in, and in the day you don't want the sun shining glare on the TV. So those fucking curtains will never get open. So that's a lot of air and a lot of beautiful sunshine that ain't going to get in. Fortunately, there's two windows on the same wall opposite this one. So there's two here for the living room, and there's two here for the kitchen, right at the table. So that's a good thing. And this is the guest room right here. So that's pretty much it. A smoldering pile of cardboard is all that remains of my packing and shipping crap. Sorry, I just had to pick up a nail and a staple. I got a magnet that I use to police the area, but I still find them every once in a while. I like to get them picked up before my bike finds it, or the camper, or whatever. So there you go. That is that. You gotta love the fucking view, man. You know, can you see Leonard? Can you see him way over there just through the trees? I don't know. I mean, you can sort of see him. I can see him. It's probably hard for you to see him through the trees in a video like this, but he's just barely over there, and I can't really see him. And as soon as the leaves are on the tree, I won't see him at all. Fucking prick. So that's about it. The camper, like I said, is going to sit right in this spot right here. It'll go from where the frickin' car is all the way back to here where I'm standing. I just need a hole big enough to get through over there and here with my quad. And that's my septic clean out. So that's about mid-trailer. So I could center it there or bring it a little back. But we're going to figure it out once it's up here. It's just going to take up a lot of fucking room. And like I said, I don't care. This is the price that she pays. She don't give a fuck about what the view is anyway. She just wants to see the goddamn TV that is inside those windows. Right over there, right against the wall. Boom. Her fucking chair is dead center right over here, fucking facing that fucker. The window's on the right of the kitchen table. But right now, this time of day, sun is coming through that window and putting glare on her TV. And there's a couch in front of it. So she'll close those curtains and never open them. I told her you want curtains over here so that at night the neighbor can't just look right in, so the dog beds will be below that window, so she'll never open those either. So, whatever. I just want to get in my... Get out of there, Abby! I just want to get in my fucking trailer up here and get it cleaned and get moved. But for now, Glennies, this is the only way I can show you what's up. Talk to you later.